Hello everybody, this is Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Holle, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative 0. And this is Rifts, the Devouring Swarm. We have finally finished combat.
Ooh.
Wow, it's crazy. It took a long time, but yeah, we're doing okay. How you guys doing? Sounds like you're wooting.
Well, I mean, it's nice to be moving on to something that doesn't involve terrible human beings. Now we're going to be dealing with terrible mechanoids.
Hooray!
Hey!
Yeah.
Maybe that would be better.
Good times. Good times. Yeah, so when we left you guys, I guess the mandatory weather report, how's the weather?
It's garbage.
All right.
Yeah, you guys are getting like thumped, aren't you?
I have not actually seen snow like this. Not because of its volume, but just its composition. Like, it's riding around zero so aggressively. Well, sorry, I should say it's riding around freezing so aggressively that it's that light powdery stuff and then a layer of ice, and then light powdery stuff and then a layer of ice. And it goes on for about 10 or 12 centimeters. So it's heavy as all fuck. It's powdery, so it doesn't make for good scooping for the purposes of shoveling. And we're getting more over the weekend. Twice, I think.
Fun.
So it's going to be fun.
So basically a lasagna of snow.
I'm looking forward to it. That's what I'm doing.
I remember looking at the weather report and yesterday, and it looked like the better part of southern Canada, like from Ontario to the British Columbia border, was in red. I mean, you know, very few places weren't hit. Like where I am, it's one of the few places that wasn't hit. But
Yeah, it's suboptimal.
Yeah.
yeah, a friend of mine in Toronto, her daughter wasn't able to go to school. I think they said it was something like 30 centimeters of snow.
That's a foot for those of us using Imperial.
Yeah, 12 inches.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember when I was living in Southern Ontario, there was 3.5 feet in like 36 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can get
it depends
dumped.
on where you are around the lakes, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember playing on the Great Lakes in the frozen waves with the ice smashed up against the shore. That was cool. But, yeah, now we get to freeze in other parts of the country. Hooray! All right.
Yeah.
So, cool. Yeah, so if you enjoy our weather reports, if you like our game, if you like these sorts of things, please hit like or subscribe.
If you like snow.
If you like snow, if you like pina coladas and dancing in the rain, hit like, subscribe, leave comments down below. Comments really help. We've had a lot of comments on our last video. That just tells YouTube that people, are interacting, and it's a worthwhile thing to put out there. Rifts the Devouring Swarm, when we last left off, you guys had negotiated terms with Red of the Bad Cats, the surviving kind of leader. The rest had died. And yeah, he said, you give him 24 hours. He doesn't want to see hide nor hair of you. He'll clear out with the team, and then, yeah, you'll go your separate ways. So you guys agreed to do that. And you bunkered down in the basement of the repair shop for 24 hours. Again, bringing the pulse rifles that you managed to snag and whatever you had on you with you down there. You found Portland, of course, and brought him down there too. And you hang out for 24 hours. When you guys came out, the town has been thoroughly sacked. They were wise enough to stay away from where you guys were bunkered down, so as to not trigger any sorts of sixth sense or alert you to what's going on. But the town is sacked. People have their stuff taken. Your weapons are gone. They left the robot vehicle because it was in such ill repair. And they really only took the weapons and armor that you left behind. That's what they were interested in. They took food from the people and stuff, took a couple of trucks for those who didn't have vehicles like robot vehicles, and they left town.
What a bunch of rotten no-goodniks.
That's right. They are jerks, and they have been gone for, 24 hours now. They have that much of a head start at least. Well, maybe 16 hours, but anyway. How However, you will connect with the mayor, and he's good on his promise. He gives each of you 50,000 credits, as well as for the next 6 months, you have room and board here, and he will recharge your energy clips, give you what you need, right? Healing, all that stuff on the house for 6 months. All the negotiated terms of before, and he's thankful that you drove them off. Unfortunately, he's left the town the way that it is, but they can rebuild, right? They're good with that. And in our downtime Senate, you had said that you wanted to negotiate with the mayor about kind of turning Liberty into a sort of HQ for the allies against the mechanoids. And
I think that's a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yeah, and
Liberty.
Yeah,
And
and he agrees to that. Yeah, he thinks that that's fine. That if you send people who are looking to fight against the mechanoids their way, they will harbor them, right? There's and that at least having people that can defend the town in the town will help them survive against a mechanoid attack. Otherwise, they have nothing. And without any armor, you guys spend some of your money rearmoring yourselves. It takes a little while before any sort of traveling merchants that are selling armor and the like come through, but it will take some time to repair the robot. However, they will repair Gottrik's robot for him with whatever parts that they have. That will take a little bit of time, but you are able to do that. Portland, you'll have wanted to go meditate on a ley line, I'm assuming?
Yes, please.
Cool. So I'll just quickly jump for everybody so we can again see kind of the lay of the land here. Liberty is down below here, and then that red dot due north, that is the that was that kind of magical town where you guys had stopped in on the way in. So you guys could take a trek to go camping for a few days on the ley line for Portland to get his spell. And I think you chose, what was it, ley line regeneration or something like that?
Yep.
Which is an awesome spell. It'll cost you dearly if you have to use it, but it's better than having no limbs or something like that. And and then you will travel back, or do you want to kind of start there after Portland comes out of his 2-day trance? What do you guys want to do?
so everything's fixed up and we're ready to rock at that point?
Yeah, basically we can say that you guys went for this 2-day excursion when you basically said goodbye to Liberty. And Portland can do his meditation and you can move on, or you could have gone for the excursion and come back to Liberty, your choice.
Well, I was planning on helping get the militia reset up.
You could have done that while you were waiting for the robot to be repaired. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Like this could be the very last thing you did, is go let Portland get his spell, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay, cool. So it's it's been a bit. This is where we'll pick up. You guys are at the ley line. Portland again opening up his eyes after achieving some enlightenment and realizing he now knows how to channel these energies to benefit healing, right, and the like. And you guys are, we'll say, right about there. There we go. On the ley line. Kind of halfway between Washington, D.C. and, well, what's left of Washington, D.C. and what's left of Baltimore.
All right, well, let's go hunt some mechanoids, I guess.
Yeah, where are you going?
Let's go north.
I was going to say the green dot here is where you encountered them before. But, yeah, Fenton is all the way up on the top right. So, and
Well,
ley lines.
we were going. I mean, it's many, many, many days now, I'm sure, but
It's been close
the
to a
original,
month that
yeah.
you've been at
Oh,
Liberty. Yeah,
yeah,
in order to get that robot repaired and to have
yeah,
people deliver,
right,
weapons and armor that you could buy.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
been a while.
the original reason why we bumped into the mechanoids is because we were told by that old prospector about something that he saw. Right, we were heading there, but we
Well, he
were kind of
said,
waylaid.
yeah, he said he had a map that brought you to where the mechanoids had come through a rift.
Still, might be worth trying to check it out.
Well, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, we've had no inclination of where else they'd be. So,
Hmm.
short of getting on the radio and asking around,
Mm-hmm.
which is also a
Yeah,
thing we could do.
I feel like we could find them in any direction. So
All right.
Almost like
So you guys want to head back to that place that you had encountered them before. That's cool. Yeah, why don't we figure out how to navigate there? You obviously don't have this map, so I'm going to switch us back to our other interface here. You guys have the robot vehicle here. There is enough room for you to all be in the robot vehicle. Although, again, as I would suggest, just from our past experiences, perhaps when combat kind of comes around, you guys try to exit the vehicle quickly as opposed to all staying in the vehicle. But
yeah, I'm gonna say we're not gonna have everybody in the robot vehicle.
okay,
Because
it'll slow you down if you do that, but that's fine. You can. It's your prerogative there.
Well, can they sit on the shoulder of my robot vehicle?
Not at any
Can they
appreciable
sit
speed.
on the outside?
Not at any appreciable speed. So
Or like, can I carry one in my hand?
again, that would be very uncomfortable over a long haul, right? I mean, the thing has room for up to, I believe, 6, right? So
Yeah, it's just when we get into combat, it takes them 3 turns.
well, you
to
do
get
have
out
the
of the
back
robot
exit
vehicle
as
and
well that
at that point.
Portland opened up last time. They could hop out the back, right? So there's the hatch on the front, and then there's the thing on the back. They could get out. That could be 2 of them out in one, a few actions, and one still acting as a gunner while you yourself also act as a gunner. So
I want to be in a position where I could get out very, very quickly because I don't think I do any good in the vehicle. I think,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
one of us, one vehicle versus one vehicle and two, and one cyber knight, I think is a good combo.
yeah. I would say that you could hop out. You take an action to open up the back hatch and hop out the back. Would be the move. You would land probably after your first action, opening the door and moving is that the person behind you could hop out right after you. So you could exit out the back pretty quickly.
Mhm.
Everybody would probably use their first action doing that.
Or any other
Say again, over.
TV or something like that.
Sorry, you cut out.
Like another vehicle that we can get from Liberty.
You could
Tractor, ATV.
you could purchase one for probably about, I don't know, 15,000 or so.
What do you
Yeah,
guys think? It saves. Because, like, if we get attacked by 4 things, and it takes you guys each, like, 3 turns to get out of the vehicle, that's 12 shots that they have against me,
Oh,
right? And then
Oh.
I'm just a sitting duck because I can't run or anything while you guys are getting out.
It takes an action for them to get out. Like open the door and get out, right? If everybody commits their first action to exiting the vehicle, then out the back, then that would be it. Out the top hatch is a little bit more cumbersome, but
What are you guys thinking?
Well, I mean, it's a matter of money too. I don't know if we have it.
Money?
As long as you guys commit your first action to getting out of the vehicle.
I'd be getting out.
Or what's this about money?
Well, just to buy.
Well, I
another-
was suggesting buying like an ATV or a tractor or something, and then like I could do the robot vehicle, maybe have Senate inside as a gunner, and then you and Sir Luke would be on like a tractor, or just some other vehicle that you can then attack from.
Oh, I see.
Not
Okay,
not
how
have
much
to
of the
use an
vehicle
action
cost?
getting out of the vehicle.
Depends what you
That's fine.
buy.
How much of the vehicle cost?
I mean,
Sure.
if you're looking at buying something that's off road, like an off road ATV, if you want to get one that's mega damage and stuff like that, a gasoline engine Big Boss ATV will cost you 24,000, and it
Okay.
has enough.
Well-
It has a big enough tank for 300 miles of travel.
Sure. Anything better or more efficient? Trying to protect the environment here.
Well, the more you could buy an electric one if you like, which is 28,000. That's 28,000. Same distance. You just don't have to worry about gasoline. You'll have to find a way of recharging it, though.
If only we had a giant fusion-powered robot we could tie off to.
Well, you could patch into it if Gotrek and friends want to try to do that. It doesn't have a direct recharge port or something like that. But that reminds me, you guys did harvest something from the mechanoids, did you not?
Oh yes,
We did.
Yeah, and you guys
Yeah,
wanted,
sure.
if I recall from downtime, you guys wanted to take a look at just what that was.
Yeah.
With object read and telemechanics and all sorts of other skills and stuff like that. So,
All
given the
other
amount of
tankery.
given the amount of time that it would take to repair that robot, and the amount of time that you guys could keep trying and trying, I would suggest that eventually you will figure it out. That what you have is essentially a mechanoid power source of some sort. It is not like anything you've ever seen before. It's a crystal, and the way that the crystal kind of functions, you would estimate that it would give anywhere between 50 to 200 years of power before needing a replacement. And
that's a hell of a battery.
yeah, Gotrek, you would estimate that if you could get this sort of thing to a technological center, like a coalition center, or up to the Northern Gun or Manistee Imperium in northern Michigan, or possibly even finding the right people in Laszlo, you could probably get anywhere. You presume this thing is relatively fresh. You don't really know, but you figure you know some people that would give you between 1 and 4 million credits for it.
Ooh. Oh, let's go to a coalition city.
Oh, you probably can't hear Senate's head snapping in your direction as you say that.
Yeah.
I know.
They
I
love
don't like
him.
coalition either, but I like 1.4 million credits.
But the other thing that would
Why?
dawn on you is that every single mechanoid probably has one of these in it.
You could harvest them.
Absolutely.
That's provided we can reliably kill them, of course.
And this is something you got from one of the small mechanoids. If these things are proportionate to the size of a mechanoid, then potentially the power cells in the bigger mechanoids would be even bigger.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
So
I mean, I'd be willing to try and make our way to a coalition city to try and sell it.
I'd
Collect
like
some
to
more along the way.
avoid coalition.
I would absolutely not be willing to do that.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing that we should be doing, especially given our recent history.
Well, I've never been to a coalition city, so
Whose recent history?
Yeah, you're
Well,
getting
I mean,
that was the before times.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like within the year.
I'm just saying, Gotrek.
I don't know. I just like. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Gotrek. Those were the days, right? With the
So I'm going to explain to Gotrich what the issue is, and how it would be very bad, probably for us to go to a coalition location.
okay. So you fill him in on the details of your pilfering the coalition depot on the north shore of Lake Ontario. Sure.
Mm-hmm. I might even mention
So you guys are. You might even mention what?
the stone.
Oh,
That
Well,
was
I mean, if we
Portland's
get-
handiwork.
yes.
I mean, if we get a
What?
couple of these, if we get a couple of these power sources, like, I could go in and sell them, like, $1 million a pop, and if we have a couple of them, we could get a real good racket going on here.
I'm not really interested in a racket, but I do agree that we could take out the mechanoids as best we can.
Yeah, as far as financial gain, no one's going to dispute that, but that comes after acquiring the things that we're going to be
Yeah.
selling.
And ultimately, the main goal is to deal with the whole Earth not being, all life on Earth not being destroyed thing. That's kind of key.
It's hard to sell
Yeah,
things
but I mean,
when
if all
you're the
life,
last
if all
person
life on
alive.
Earth is gonna be destroyed, might as well enjoy it while you're ticking down.
Yeah, but we'd like to avoid that if we can, and I think we can if we deal with the mechanoids. And then you will be able to get your, mechanoid batteries, such as they are.
Yeah, let's do that.
So do we want to keep stomping through the wilderness blindly, or do we want to try the radio to see if anyone might have a suggestion as to where we could find some?
Well, I think
Before
we
that, do
Oh.
you want to actually purchase that ATV?
Oh,
I don't know if we need to.
I personally cannot pilot an ATV. Oh no, I could pilot automobile. Never mind.
I don't
You
think I.
you
I don't think
you'd be
it's-
my gunner.
I don't think it's a good idea to all be
Yeah.
stuck in one robot vehicle. We've had this problem before, or it took forever to
We've had
get
this
out.
problem
If we
twice.
got it
Twice before.
right, so yeah, twice proving my point. That it might be in our best interest to not be all in the same vehicle and getting fucked.
Okay. Can
That's
you
fine.
drive?
If
Can
you
you
could drive
drive
an
it?
ATV,
I don't know where my skills at.
Does anybody have pilot?
I have pilot hovercraft.
I could pilot motorcycles and snowmobiles and boats.
Well, an ATV is a motorcycle.
No, it's not.
No,
Big
I-
Boss
No, it was
ATV
all
is a
terrain
It
vehicle.
doesn't count as that.
no.
Nope.
It counts as an automobile.
I have pilot automobile, but that's just going to upset you.
Then
That's
do it.
We are hitting the point where I'm equally good in the gunner seat and not in the gunner seat.
No, pilot, dude. Just fucking pilot, so we're not all in the same.
I don't mind doing that.
fucking machine.
Just don't be surprised when I can't pilot an ATV and be a gunner in a totally different vehicle at the same time.
We don't need to be a gunner. We have other people who can shoot shit. Be
Oh,
good.
I'm having flashbacks to other people shooting shit.
Yeah, well,
Oh, those poor
And
trees.
missing shit.
Those poor trees.
So, anyways,
So, are we buying an ATV?
are we
Yeah.
buying an ATV?
That
I
seems to be
could-
the consensus.
I
Can
could
we
sh-
get?
dump some money into it. I don't have a lot, but I could dump some into it if you need some.
Right, well, you don't. How much money you got?
I have currently what's that equipment? I think I'm around 9,000. I think.
$9,000. How much is the thing?
Yeah.
24,000.
It is
gas or
20,
electric?
24 for gas, 28 for electric.
Because with electric,
Alright.
we could probably tie into the robot and recharge it.
That's
Yeah, I could
possible.
probably
Well-
jury rig that.
Yeah.
Okay. I will put in 49.80.
So
Like
4,980.
4,980.
Okay.
Well,
I've got just above 6. So
I've got 9.
I've got 2,200.
so we're not getting any of them.
How much is that total? 5 plus 9 is 14. Plus 6 is 20.
And
How much you say
22.
there, Gottrich?
2,200. So that would be 22,200.
Yeah, not enough to even get the gas one.
Can we haggle?
No.
Oh,
They're already giving you a free stay for 6 months, all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's the
because we
first
gave
big
them their
boss
pound
that.
back.
Yeah, it's the
It's not
first
an act of charity.
ATV
Yeah, not
that
at all.
they have available. They're letting you buy from them, so they won't have any sort of thing like this.
how much are we short?
Well, if we have
6,000
Probably
to get the
about
electric.
$6,000.
Okay. Then I will cover the other $6,000.
Okay, so you're putting in 11,000, and the rest of
Putting
you
in,
are putting in 17.
I'm putting in 10,980.
Okay.
I'm just being very specific because I thought I looked at my numbers here.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. 10,980.
Okay, 9,000 for me.
Okay,
I've
that
got
puts
6.
us. Okay, that puts us at
You got
25,980. That gets you a gasoline one
And I put in my 2,200.
plus 2,200. Okay, that gives us 28,000 and some change. So, what do we got here? 26,180 and 28,180.
Counting our
So,
quarters.
who gets to keep the 180
I
bucks?
feel like it's we're all throwing money on the table.
Yeah, 180 bucks. Who's it going to? Who's the extra 180 going back to?
Portland put in the most, so give it back to him.
Okay. So Portland, it costs you
Oh,
180
right.
less.
Okay, so what's my grand total of I'm spending here? I'm sorry.
You have 180 left in your bank.
180 less than you were going to spend.
And I was going to spend how much? 10,000.
980. So you
980.
spent 10,800.
10,800. Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations, you bought yourself an electric Big Boss ATV.
That is no doubt going to get blown up.
I hope
Well,
not.
with that attitude, yeah, it will.
And it has 100 mega damage capacity.
That's not bad.
Did we get the extended warranty?
No. And the three of you, I'm assuming, are piled into this thing?
Yep.
All right. So the three of you are in the ATV.
Two of them could
Gottrick.
go on the ATV, and one of them could be in the robot vehicle. But Senate, like we said, Senate's the best.
No, Senate's the
gunner.
only. Oh, well, Senate's the only driver, so.
Best gunner, but the only pilot of that. So.
Sir Luke is a good gunner. He has quite a number of skills that would make him a good gunner.
Yeah, and I was actually hitting things when I was in the.
Well, do you want Luke in the mech with you, or do you want him on the ground, grounding things?
I feel like we're choosing baseball teams in grade school.
Oh my god.
Pick me.
I want to be in the ATV. I shouldn't say that. I just want to be in the ATV.
So Luke,
I don't wanna,
Luke,
I don't wanna be
where do
yeah.
you want to be? The ATV, or do you want to be in the robot vehicle?
Whatever it is, I'm going to get out of the whatever vehicle it is so I can fight because I'm.
So then get out of the ATV.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you don't want. Yeah, that makes sense.
I have a number of rules while I'm driving. Number 1, no farting at red lights. That's rude.
No promises.
Don't do
Dude, I'll fart where the fuck I want. I spend the most money.
All right. So who has pilot automobile to drive the ATV?
that. I do.
Okay. And you and Luke are in the ATV.
With,
And me.
yeah.
Portland.
With
Okay.
Portland.
So you, Gottrick, are handling all of the shooting and the moving of the robot.
Yeah, well, I figure once if we get into combat with something, I will be running and or I will be shooting and potentially not running.
Yeah.
We got to find a Brave Sir Robin bumper sticker for that thing.
All right.
Or we got to train Luke how to drive an ATV. Maybe you can teach him that as we're going here.
Okay. So it is late. Well, I would say you guys got to Liberty in May. It's been about a month. So you're kind of late June right now. So you're kind of the middle of the summer. Things are very lush and grown and overgrown. There's not a lot of roads. So this, you're looking for basically paths to clear, or clearing paths using a giant robot vehicle for this ATV. So the going is faster than you walking, but again, you're trying to find as smooth a ground as possible and navigate your way. Who is doing the navigation for you?
Well, I could do navigation.
Cool. Give us a
So can
roll.
I.
All right.
I can also navigate.
Good. All of you give me a roll then. If whoever's not driving can navigate. So the two can argue in the back of the ATV about navigating. Wow.
And navigation,
succeeded.
right?
Portland got a
I already
success.
succeeded. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll anyways.
Oh, come on.
There
Okay.
you go. I also succeeded.
So you're using land navigation, which means you are looking for landmarks and stuff like that to try to make your way. Do you want to make a sort of navigation and astronomy or navigation check that isn't land navigation to actually plot your course to try to determine what your direction you should go?
Yeah, I've got astronomy too, don't I?
I've already succeeded.
All right. Good job. Okay, so you guys have a course, and you're using land navigation to avoid obstacles and things like that. Godric, I'm assuming you're in the lead, clearing a path where there is none, if that is the case, and the ATV follows behind. The ATV does have a pintle mount, which means you could mount one of your pulse rifles on there and use the top hatch if you like to have a mounted weapon on the vehicle.
Do that.
Sure.
Por
Cool.
favor.
I would imagine mounting the driver's rifle is the best course of action since he can't use it anyway while he's driving.
Done.
Probably.
Cool. Good stuff. Anybody riding gun on that one?
I will ride gun.
Cool. Good stuff. So you
You're
move
getting
along.
checked so hard.
You move along. It's going to take a little while for you to make your way there. I'm going to give an encounter check here to see if you run into anything along the way based on...
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 2 1s.
Yeah. So let's see what we got.
All of
here.
the mechanoids.
Do you want me to roll on the
But
chart, or do you guys want to roll on the
That's
chart?
one mechanoid.
Oh, let us roll in the charts.
You want to roll? Give me a D100.
Yeah.
Go for it.
D100?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Is high bad?
Yeah.
Because I don't want Golgi rolling if high is bad.
Well, I rolled low, so
All right.
Oh, surprise, low is bad.
probably.
Cool. I'm going
Here's the
to...
surprise. It's all bad.
Yep.
All right, so... Let's see if this will work. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Here we go. That is what you see. You pick it up on your long-range scanners first there,
Well, fuck.
Gotrick.
I love that it's in front of Portland's nameplate and Portland is just peeking through. So you're an ugly motherfucker up close.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you do pick up something moving along. You guys will have been moving kind of up the coast a little bit here. And, yeah, it is your encounter distance is, you got quite the range with your bot there, Gotrick. So you do pick it up. And you will be able to use that you have an electric engine, which means it doesn't make a lot of noise. The robot itself, once you come to a halt, won't make a lot of noise either. But you're not really all that stealthy, being in a, I don't know, how tall is your robot again? Like 30 feet tall. So
yeah, something like that.
yeah,
right?
so you guys are not necessarily going to be super quiet, although similar to how you guys were kind of traveling when you ran into the power lords, or overlords rather. There's a bit of, you're kind of moving on the shore, so there's some flat land for the ATV to move along, but there's wooded brush to the left of you. You could drive into the woods. You could also walk the robot into the woods to try to avoid this if you wanted to, or you could engage.
Let us try to avoid the big scary tentacle monster in the
Not
story
only is
line
this,
that just-
not only is this not a mechanoid, I'm pretty sure it's on the cover of this book. We're out of here.
That's right. If it's on the cover of the book, it can't be good.
Yeah, you know it's not good.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and avoid.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, 'cause
Okay.
my other thought was to get the ATV just into the bush, and then have Senate come inside into the gunner seat if we were going to engage it. But
This is not a
Mm-mm.
mechanoid. These aren't the droids.
Eye
you're
on the
looking for.
prize. Eye on the prize. Eye on the prize.
We had an 11 episode, 11 or 13. It was some insane number of sidetrack already.
I mean, if that thing is floating,
Yeah.
Bring me
Think
the
about the
horizon,
energy that it would-
provided the horizon
think
is
about the
mechanoid.
energy. Think about the energy source that would need to be inside that thing.
No.
That's
Hard
magic.
no.
That's not
Floating.
energy. That's a different thing. I'm pretty sure that's magic.
Okay. I'm going to say, are you going to discuss this, or are you taking action?
No,
We are taking
No,
off.
no.
I'm not discussing this.
Who is driving the ATV?
I'm already driving I have so many skills. Hang on.
Give me an automobile check, please, as you try to go off-road here into the bush. All right.
idiot.
And so it gets stuck.
I'm going to hop out and lift it off.
Okay, good. You hop out. Gotrek, your action, anything?
I guess I'm going to go in the way that they went. Can I give it a push?
Yeah, you could totally lift the back end of this.
Like just
Yep.
use like my foot to kind of give it a little like kick and
Yeah, you can
not like bend.
you can use the robot
Just give it a
vehicle
little shove.
to move it along for sure. Yeah, no problem there. Give me an initiative roll then, please. I need one for each of you. You are in your robot vehicle, so give me that for your robot vehicle, Gotrek.
Is there a danger sense to be considered here?
I would suggest that this is for me to know if they kind of who sees you. Let's put it this way, I'll boost your initiative by 6 if he sees you,
Okay.
because that will trigger your sixth sense. I'm just trying to get a feel here for what the situation is.
You always get 1 or 0.
Good Lord.
It's an amazing.
Luke is in the
feel.
back
What
like
can
Luke is in the back like let's go.
I'm just going to fucking carry the vehicle if I have to.
Oh god.
my robot vehicle?
God damn it. And we're fucked.
No, we're not. Not yet. That'll happen soon, but not yet.
Good thing we got a robot vehicle and you guys didn't, or ATV, and you guys didn't go inside the robot vehicle.
You still talking?
Did you roll your initiative, Portland?
Nope. I'm still shaking my head, I think.
Cool. This is your last kind of Hail Mary here to see if if your actions.
And we're fucked.
All right. So I will add Senate. You can take 6 off.
6 what?
2 ISP off. I added 6 to your initiative. So as you struggle with the ATV, it has taken notice of you on your radar, Gotrek. You notice the blip is getting close, starting to move faster in your direction. And
Can I communicate that to them?
for sure, you got radio. Yep.
That it's coming for us?
Yep. I'm just going to shrink this down a little bit just to, I don't want to rotate it. I just want to shrink it.
How fast is it moving?
It is moving fast enough to be of concern. And there we go. Now it's shrunk down. Put it down here. Yeah. Fast enough to be of concern, though it looks like it may have ranged weapons, so
Okay.
it's going to get close enough to use those for sure. I just need to write something in here, and
This is why we can't have nice things.
okay, got to keep track of a bunch of different stats for this thing. All right. I need each of you to give me a horror factor save as you guys notice this thing is coming in closer. So saving throw versus horror factor.
All right.
Good. Even
Hey, I rolled a 17 for that one.
good. Senate's got a 16 and Portland. Cool. You all save versus horror factor, which is good. And that means that you aren't out any actions or anything like that. He sees you and begins moving toward you rather quickly. This thing can move at quite the clip. Somewhere it tells me this. Yeah, it can move at 85 kilometers an hour. And it hovers quite nicely over the ground, practically silently, so it's moving toward you at quite the clip. And he's going to... the robot vehicle is the tallest thing, so that is what they're going to act against first. Yeah, he'll point his forearm blaster at you. That means you are within 2,000 feet of him. He's moving, so wild shot. An 18 to hit. So that is a blast of fiery energy. Looks like a ball of fire coming at you for a grand total of 17 points of mega damage off your robot there, Gotrek. Sir Luke, what would you like to do?
Oh, well, it's shooting at us, so I'm going to shoot at it.
Okay. Blast of fire erupts against the robot, and you are outside the vehicle. You draw your rifle. Is that what you're doing, or how are you shooting?
I draw my rifle.
Okay, you draw your rifle. Cool. Senate, what are you doing?
We're trying to get into the woods to get away from this thing.
That's
I
right.
don't think I can outrun it in a straight line.
Okay, so you're going into the woods.
Yes.
Okay,
Cool.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
good with that too. So.
So with the help of the robot, who was giving you a kind of a helping hand and or foot, you are able to make it into the woods. That's fine. You drive in a little bit. Portland, you are still in the vehicle going into the woods. What would you like to do?
At the moment, I don't think there's very much I can do, to tell you the truth.
Can you net
Smoke
them?
it.
They're
Yeah,
not close
probably.
enough, though.
Not close enough, yeah.
Smoke it.
Oh, yeah, smoke.
Yeah, I could, I guess. Sure, I will smoke the 90 feet behind us as we drive.
Okay, so you create a cloud of smoke. And that brings us to Gotrek. All right, in Portland, I guess you can see magic, so when that fiery blast that hit the robot was definitely magical.
Cool.
Would I have seen that blast come in, or would I have just felt it?
You would have seen it come in. It was basically a fireball coming at you. He rolled quite well to hit, So I don't know if you want to use an action to dodge or not, but you'd be at a pretty good penalty.
Am I in the
I hear
cloud
him.
of smoke that was created by Portland?
Yeah, you would now be in the cloud of smoke.
Okay. But knowing that this was a fireball, and so I figure this guy would probably still see me.
He lobbed that before the cloud of smoke, so.
Yeah, it
No,
went.
no, no. But I'm wondering, like, since a fireball like that is a magical thing,
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming that he'd still be able to see me through the smoke. Would that be an accurate assumption to make?
You'll only find out after the fact, so I cannot confirm nor deny your assumption because he hasn't acted yet again since the smoke, so.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use my my railgun
Okay.
and fire back at him.
All right. Are you shooting at the creature or the barge?
I think I'm gonna shoot at the barge.
Okay.
It seems bigger and easier to hit.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna use that double burst.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. It's a grand total of 9, which means you will hit. And that is 2d6 times 10. Let me fix your sheet here so that it rolls properly next time.
2d6, and I rolled a 2. I had 2 1s.
Yeah, I know. You guys win all of the good rolls. Okay, there we go. Fun. So you do 20 points of mega damage to the barge. All right. And yeah, it seems to hit a sort of force field that is around the barge there. Yeah, good hit. You hit it. And now the smoke is billowing around. The slaver barge gets in closer now, and the women that are on the barge also will start to engage here. I'm just going to roll an initiative for the 6 of them, or the 4 of them or the 3 of them that are on the barge, rather. There's 3 that are on foot.
Holy dares of Christ.
The creature on the barge points the staff forward. It's a little far away for you to see, but the eye in the staff kind of rotates in the direction of the robot and the smoke. And he has to save against Portland's magic. So basically it gives him a saving throw to defeat your magic against a 13 is what your difficulty is, and he does that and the cloud of smoke dissipates. So that's how that works. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Sir Luke, you are standing there. The vehicle has rolled into the woods. You have a rifle. Okay, you run after the vehicle.
I'm getting on.
Yep, you run after the vehicle, and you are fast enough that I'm sure you can jump onto the back of the vehicle. That's not a problem.
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to the barge women, who will take a shot at the robot vehicle. They are moving as well, and so there's one hit. That will hit. And that will hit. These are forearm blasters that they have. You can opt to dodge, but they don't seem to be super powerful.
Yeah, I'm not going to be worried about dodging.
Okay, so that's 7 each. So
I don't want to waste those.
that's 21 points of mega damage total off the armor of your robot. Senate, you're still driving.
Yeah, can I say to Portland, get on that radio and let's get out of here. These aren't mechanoids. I don't know why we're fighting these. And I'm going to try and continue moving away.
Okay.
I relay this message.
Cool. You tell Gotrek to let's get the hell out of here. And Gotrek,
No, I don't say it like that. I say it more sarcastically.
okay, with high degree of sarcasm, you tell him to get the hell out of here. Yeah. And Gotrek, your turn.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna turn and run.
Okay.
Obviously not where they're going with their ATV, because I'm not running into the trees. I'm just gonna run along the tree line.
Okay, so you turn tail and run away from them. What's the speed of your robot?
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, so you can outrun them. However, you'll have to run quite far before you get out of range of their weapons. So as you run away, you can swivel the railgun around and shoot. You are at
Can
a
I? 'Cause
wild.
I'm only one person.
Yeah, you can still shoot. Yeah, moving the robot is not a thing. However, you are running, so you're going to be at a penalty, right? So
Okay. Well, I will still do that then.
okay,
What's my penalty?
-6.
Whew.
All right, that will still hit for 50 points off the main barge here. All right. As you begin to run away. Cool. The barge will do the big thing on the barge will do another blast at you from his forearm cannon, which will hit. That's another
17.
Given that I'm
it was 17.
given that I'm running and not stationary like I was.
Yeah,
last
he's
time.
got penalties, but he's still well over an 8. Yeah. He's also moving, so he's at a total of -7, but that's still over an 8.
Okay.
So that's 17 more off. Sir Luke, you are riding on the back of an ATV.
Yeah, I'm aiming back there just in case they come through.
Yeah, you're just pointing the gun backward, holding on with one hand, pointing the gun out there. Of course, your Zen combat keeps you steady and cool as a cucumber. Barge women shooting as well at the robot vehicle. That's a miss and a miss and a miss. So they all miss you, blasting at both the kind of tree line as well as the trees themselves. Senate, I need you to give me another pilot automobile check as you drive through these this terrain here. I'll tell you what the penalty is here as you're trying to avoid trees and the like and still get away at a reasonable speed. So we're in a pressure situation. Yeah, this is difficult. So you're going to be at a minus 25% because of the situation circumstances.
Oh, fuck them trees.
Wow. Yeah, you barely kind of miss some tree trunks here as you find spaces to fit the ATV. Luckily, it's got a hard enough front that you're able to push down small and break over small trees pretty easily, but it is a rough ride. Luke, you are holding on pretty tightly. Good thing you're strong. Yeah, as you move along Portland, you get jostled around in there pretty good. Yeah, Gotrek, what are you up to as you run?
I'm gonna fire again at the barge.
Okay. You do hit for another 80. All right. Slaver will repeat his action. That will again hit for another 17 points of damage from his fireball coming out of the forearm blaster. All right. And Sir Luke, you're just holding on. The ladies. And each of them are -7, so they all miss. And Senate, still driving along, we'll say that you're good for this particular round. Is there something else that you wanted to do, or just keeping your eyes on the road? Well, or lack thereof.
I mean, given how close that was, I might not floor it anymore because we aren't being actively pursued, right?
True. That said, the
There's
barge
some on
hasn't
foot,
quite
though.
the barge hasn't quite made it to the point where you entered into the woods yet.
So I'm going to start slowing down and over my shoulder say to Luke, please consider carefully exactly how much you want to engage the thing that everyone is otherwise running away from.
Dude, I don't want to engage it, but if it's going to come after us, we have to shoot back.
I am totally
Man, I've taken
picturing.
like a third of the damage down.
I am totally picturing this as Senate turning around, not even looking at where he's driving anymore, and yelling at Luke.
I've gone full owl. My body is completely still driving, but my head has gone exorcist, and it's like, don't you fucking dare. This is one of the rules I talked about at the start of the drive.
If only going to do it if it starts coming after us, in which
No
case...
farting at red lights and no doing stupid bullshit.
As the ATV clears a log and comes crashing back down, and poor Portland is in there just getting jostled.
It's like anyone with kids that's trying to keep shit together in the car while you're driving. You're still driving. But
I genuinely don't know why you're lecturing me. I genuinely don't know why I'm the one being lectured here.
And it all
You're
comes.
the only one hanging. You're hanging off the back of it with a gun, and you've already determined that there's evil in that direction. And I know, you. If I could put you in a stationary bubble and still have you attached to the truck, I would.
It's literally evil there.
You're right.
I'm not going out of my way. Hey, whoa. Like, am I standing my ground? No, I got on the vehicle.
I understand.
And I'm accompanying you, and I am
understand.
in the back providing cover in case it comes for us.
Portland, is there anything you'd like to do at this moment?
I am going to say, can you just drive? I just want to get past this part of the story. As I stare into the screen,
dead eye looking through the windshield.
Yeah, and I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Squirrels and shit flying over the hood.
So you totally Deadpool it. That's fantastic. Okay.
Yeah,
And,
totally Deadpool it.
Yes, and of course, Gotrek, you hear all of this
might as
commotion.
well-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, I was actually going to put my armor of Aethan on just in case we get shot at.
Okay.
I feel like that could also happen at us.
That's smart.
Anytime.
Yeah, additional armor's not bad. Gotrek, you hear all of this, of course, come over the radio as
no
Portland
one-
leaves it on for you. And it is your turn, Gotrek, as your robot races down the side of the tree line. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna. High is better for you. Unfortunately, I need you to make a pilot robots check here, as you hit a bit of uneven ground as you're just going full out. Like the blasts from the railgun have kind of given you a little bit of an awkward forward momentum in the top half of the robot. You just need to steady things here. Good job. And you just take a quick couple steps to steady yourself and keep running. Not really breaking stride. The slaver takes another shot at you with his forearm blaster. And that will hit. Oh no, he's -7. It will not hit this time. He misses you. Sir Luke, you continue to yell at Senate as he yells at you.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And the barge ladies.
Am I creating distance on them?
Yeah, you're gaining. I mean, it's still the first round. It hasn't even been 15 seconds, right? So you are moving. They are moving. You are obviously moving faster than they are. But, so that's 2 shots will hit for a grand total of 14 points of mega damage from the ladies. And Senate Portland, anything?
Driving at a normal, safe-ish sort of speed.
Yeah, you've slowed it down.
Yeah, to
Continue
accommodate
shaking my head.
the insane wilderness.
Yeah, as you drive through between, getting in and around trees. Your last action of this round will require you to make another roll there, Senate, but that'll be the next one. And Gotrek, your turn.
I'm gonna keep running and I'm gonna keep shooting.
Okay, give her a shot. Very nice. 70 off. All right, and
Sucker's just over halfway down. Like, you know.
yeah, what you're registering on your visuals is that it kind of lights up with a force field that kind of springs up. Yeah, kind of like I don't know, any sort of Star Wars battle tank that you've seen in Episode 1 or something like that, right? It's got a kind of a bit of a shield around it, but yeah, it does light up every time you hit. Yeah, that brings us back to the slave barge. A beam fires out from the headband. There's a little crystal on the side of his headband that he blasts at you with, and for 14 minus 7 will not hit. That misses you. Sir Luke, you're still clinging to the back.
Indeed.
Okay, and
Get in
so
the hatch. Like, what are you doing?
so the ladies, a miss, a hit, and a miss. So that's another 7 points of damage off of you. And Portland, you're just still shaking your head with Senate, who is carefully navigating.
I'm going to do another cloud of smoke. Maybe throw this guy off his scent.
So you throw a cloud of smoke behind the vehicle. That's cool.
Yep.
All right. So, Sir Luke, all you see behind you now is a cloud of smoke. Senate, I do need you to give me another piloting check here. Your penalties are greatly reduced since you've reduced your speed. You're now only minus, what is this pressure situation, minus 15%.
Luke is banking on Senate not rolling the vehicle while he's not in the vehicle.
This is true.
That might have been a dangerous...
But you're okay.
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I trust you, man. I trust you.
I would not, given that I got the dune buggy stuck in literally the first sand we came across.
All right. And Gotrek, your attack.
Yep. Same thing. Running, shooting.
Very nice. Unfortunately, you're
Oh.
minus... Oh, that is with the -6 already. Beautiful.
-6.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, this thing just lights up all over as you give it a complete direct hit. Just open right up on it. And, yeah, you can see him come to a crawl there. And these kind of eye orbs collect around him with the kind of floaty skulls. And, yeah, he kind of stops pursuit of you as those orbs collect around him. You can see 3 other warrior women in the distance running behind the barge. They aren't nearly as fast as the barge. But, yeah, do you keep running?
Can I go on the radio and say barge is stopping? We should, we should hit it, keep hitting it.
Okay, you send that over the radio? Sure.
Yeah.
Luke, you got
I'm
another...
gonna keep running, though. I was doing that at the beginning.
Yeah, that'll be kind of your last action there. Luke, you're just kind of riding it out.
Can I jump in the hatch?
Yeah, you can get in the vehicle. You kind of crawl on top of it as it's riding there. Yeah, which your climbing is pretty good. It's pretty bumpy. But
Can you do another 100 to climb, please?
Fuck.
I do need a climbing check for you to basically climb into the hatch here. I didn't make you roll to grab the back of the vehicle, but it's been a rough ride here, so you're kind of letting go of your firm handhold and climbing with a gun. So, yeah.
It can't happen twice.
It can.
It's okay.
It can. Yeah, it'll be minus 25 as this thing is...
Oh.
That still puts you at a 75% practically.
Yep. Yep.
For reference, Senate is still going to keep yelling at you, but facing the front so I don't realize you're gone.
Okay, so you are tossed from the vehicle. We'll say you hit a tree or something like that and kind of Wile E. Coyote slide down the tree. You'll only take, 1d6 SDC damage here because you're in your mega damage armor. But, 3 SDC as you kind of get up and shake your head and kind of get your bearings again. You see behind you lots of smoke. You see ahead of you a vehicle driving off through and around some trees. You hear over your radio in your head, "Guys, the barge has stopped. We should open up on it." And that, I think, is where we will leave it off for this one. So thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you liked this episode, please give it a like. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Comments down below really help us out.
Get in the vehicle. Why don't you get in the vehicle? Get in the vehicle. Sorry.
Those sorts of comments will help as well, I'm sure, in the future. I'm Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero.